Namaskar. Bonjour et bienvenue.
Marhaba.
환영합니다.
欢迎.
Bienvenidos.
Chào mừng.
Welcome to the Moores Opera House, located in the Moores School of Music in the Catherine G. McGovern College of the Arts, fondly known as KGMCA. We're delighted you're here, and whether it's your first visit or a joyful return, we hope to see you again soon.
Bienvenidos al Teatro Ópera de Moores, que es parte del Colegio de Artes de Catherine G. McGovern, también conocido como KGMCA. Estamos encantados por su presencia, ya sea su primera visita o un feliz regreso. Esperamos verlos pronto de nuevo.
Welcome to the Moores School of Music. Out of consideration for tonight's performers and your fellow audience members, please take a moment to silence your cell phone. Also, no photography or recording of any kind is permitted during the performance. Thank you for your cooperation.
Thank you. Really, really, thank you. So the first tune that we just did was a tune by probably one of the greatest trumpet players in the history of the music, Mr. Freddie Hubbard. It's a tune called Gibraltar, and it was arranged by a gentleman by the name of Mark Camouffe. So we had some, it's a really fun arrangement to do, and so I hope you enjoyed it. So I know why you're all here. You devious people. There's only so much time in the day to do a festival. We have slots, 30-minute slots and stuff like that, and schools come and play, and they do their thing in 30-minute slots, and we have judges that adjudicate them and go and afterwards give them a clinic, give them some ideas about maybe how to improve things. And I hope that the students that were in those clinics got some good information, encouraging them to keep doing what they're doing, because I will tell you, and maybe there's reasons, but this year the level of band playing in this area at this festival absolutely was some of the best playing I've ever heard, period, in this building. So anyway, and that certainly it's a huge debt of gratitude to the directors who, first of all, are taking their time to put their kids up on a bus. Hopefully everybody brings their instruments without forgetting them and stuff like that. We're all nervous about that kind of stuff. But there's some incredibly dedicated directors in this state, and a lot of them are in this town, in this area. And I feel very honored and fortunate to be friends with many of them, and we've grown to enjoy our company with each other, learning about music and learning how to trade ideas about how to get the music to be better and the students to be enriched by it. So big hand to the directors, please, if we can have it. Directors, could you stand, please? Directors. All directors owe me $20 now. So. Anyway, sorry, got to turn on. This is a handheld device. It's evil, very evil. So this is our 29th edition, I think. And this building, this hall was built. The School of Music was built in 1997, and we were very fortunate to get a huge gift from John Moores to build this new facility and to build this great opera house. And we've, at least on our side of the ledger as it relates to the ensembles at the School of Music, this ensemble and all the different iterations of this ensemble has gotten to play with some of the most unbelievable musicians. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that the School of Music has decided, even back then, that they decided that this is an important thing to support, and gave us the funds and the ability to call up some of the great musicians that the world has ever known. People like Michael Brecker, Bobby Shew, the name goes on and on and on and on. And we've gotten to play with all those people and been enriched by it. I still get emails from students going, do you remember that time we played with Michael Brecker, blah, blah, blah. And that, if there's anything worth doing what I do, it's to hear that, because you're on the right path most of the time. So anyway, I want to sort of take the time to announce the results of the last 2 days, and I hope that you will allow me to. There it is. I'm sorry, handheld device. Where did it go, Michelle? Sorry. She's back there somewhere. Anyway, I'll get it. I'm sorry. No, there it is. Sorry, I think that's it. This is crazy. Yeah. I found it. My partner in crime will tell you that I'm not very good at doing technology, so. Right, Marley? Anyway, so Friday, we did 2 days, obviously. So I'm going to just give you the rundown. On Friday, the outstanding second school band that was awarded that position was Springwoods High School. Yeah. Congratulations. Again, on the outstanding high school top ensemble was Izaguirre Jazz Ensemble. Right. And we had 2 outstanding soloists who were picked for the day. They had a hard time pulling those 2 people apart. And I know they know each other and respect each other quite a bit. First was Ashton Garcia from Izaguirre, trumpet. And one of his partners in crime, Mr. Ryder Darcy, was also picked as a great soloist. So from Katy High School. So yeah. So on Saturday today, the outstanding second band on Saturday was the Crimson Horns Jazz 2. So from Waltrip High School. The outstanding high school of the day, Saturday, was Klein Forest High School. And that was Mr. Jesse Espinoza back in the corner over here. And then on Saturday, the outstanding soloists, again, 2 were picked, and they had a hard time separating these people, but I think they're wise choices. From Klein Forest High School, Braylon Green. And from Klein Forest High School, wow, man, that's what you have to deal with every day, right? Wow. And from Klein Forest High School, Isabella Espinoza. So then we select the outstanding of all the festival, the entire festival. We select ensembles and soloists and things like that. So the outstanding soloist of the Moore School of Music Jazz Festival in 2026 was Ashton Garcia. You're gonna give me your stuff, man. We'll give you your stuff. Major talent right there, man. Really major talent. The outstanding middle school of the festival was Klein Intermediate Jazz Ensemble. Daniel? All right, well, we come and get it. And finally, the outstanding high school jazz ensemble of the festival. And again, there were some unbelievable bands. And so for you to, for this ensemble to get the top award that we offer at this festival, it was a feat, man, because there were some unbelievably great ensembles. The best one of the festival, the top ensemble of the festival, was Klein Forest High School. So thank you. All right. So, well, there you're there. Get it, buddy. Get it. So if you didn't come up to get it, we'll give you can come up at the concert and get it. So that's cool. Thank you, guys. So as I said, I know why you're here tonight. There's only really one reason why you're here tonight, and I understand totally. I've known Wayne Bergeron now for quite a while, and look, I mean, he's over in Los Angeles, and he's the most incredibly busy schedule of a musician that you would ever imagine, and yet there are times when we'll be texting because we both hate the Dodgers, we both hate the LA Dodgers. So when the Dodgers are losing, boom, 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 and he gets in on it. And so does Andy Martin. He hates them too. So, but we also like to go eat Mexican food. We'd like to drink stuff. Anyway, but nonetheless, the one thing that I think is really critical about him being here is the fact that there were 34 bands total that came, and there's a reason why. It's because Wayne Bergeron was here, you know. And so we owe him a great deal of thanks and gratitude for his presence. And he's, as you all know already, but you're going to hear it live in a second, that guy is freaking unbelievable. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Wayne Bergeron.
There we go. Before I play, that is funny about the Astros because my wife is from San Francisco, and so she's a Giants fan. So they hate the Dodgers. So I have to hate the Dodgers because of her. So when the Dodgers were playing Houston, my neighbors are from Houston, so we all had Houston hats on, and we're basically not really rooting for. We weren't really rooting for Houston as much as we were rooting against the Dodgers. So anyway, I'll talk to you a minute after this first tune. Thank you so much. That was Sammy at the piano. Sammy at the piano. Carlos on the tenor saxophone. And Mauricio on the trumpet back there. Let's hear it for him. All right, if you did not recognize that first tune, you had no childhood. That's from the Disney movie Aladdin, and any parent that's in here knows that Disney has their hand in your pocket throughout your entire life. My daughter, who's 21 years old now and lives in New York City, and an actress, and when she was young, she's been to Disneyland about 50 times, and she's seen every princess movie ever, Snow White and Pocahontas and Princess and the Frog, and Cinderella 1 through 35. I mean, we've done it all, So her favorite Disney movie, though, is the one about, I'm having a senior moment. The one about the tramp. What is that? Little Mermaid, Ariel. Thank you for reminding me. It's a different kind of tramp, but that really great arrangement was done by, it says arranged by Bill Liston on it, but it was actually written by Gordon Goodwin, the late Gordon Goodwin, I'm sorry to say. Broke my heart to lose him. And I was in a band very much like this one, playing at the International Association of Jazz Educators, and Gordon was a musical director, and Bill Liston actually orchestrated this thing for him. But I was in a band very much like this one, playing first trumpet, and we had a bunch of different guest artists, and they all had to play Disney songs. So we had Maureen McGovern, and we had the late Kevin Mahogany, great singer, and we had Arturo Sandoval, and several others that are escaping me at the moment. So when Arturo came into rehearsal, they had 4 charts written for him, this one and one from Lion King and something else, And he goes, oh man, I've been on vacation for 3 weeks. I barely touched my trumpet. He didn't know he was going to have to do all this. So he goes, I'm not going to play that one. And so I ended up having to sight read that on his part on the concert for a live record. I never got a chance to rehearse it. So I played it, and so I figured since I had done that, I collected the music afterward, and I got some whiteout. And I took his name out of the upper right-hand corner, I whited, and then I recopied a property of Wayne Bergeron. And then I recorded it on my first CD called You Call This a Living. So it's mine now, damn it. So he doesn't know any of this, so if you don't tell him this on Facebook. I don't want the Cuban mafia coming after me in Los Angeles. He lives like 3 miles from me, so anyway, great friend and great musician. The next thing we're going to do is a Tom Kubis arrangement, and anybody that knows West Coast big band jazz knows the name Tom Kubis. I've yet to play with a band that doesn't have a Tom Kubis chart in their book. He's written over 5,000 charts, and I'll tell you just a little story about this one, then I'll talk less and play more. But I was in the middle of my second CD project, and I didn't have anything that was swinging. I had like some weird charts and a waltz and a ballad, but I needed something, so I called my buddy Tom, and we have kind of a one-hand wash as the other thing. I've done 5 CDs with Tom Kubis. I've done 10 with Gordon Goodwin. I've done 3 with Bill Liston, and I've never taken a dime of their money for any. They never actually offered, but if they would have offered, I wouldn't have taken any of their money, because we have kind of a one-hand wash as the other thing with this. It's like, I'll do something like that, and then if I need some music, they'll do the chart for me for free. So I mean, let's face it, nobody's getting rich playing big band music. I mean, I kind of am, but most people aren't getting rich playing big band music. So anyway, he asked me what I wanted, and I just said, how about let's do a blues, and how about a minor blues? And he said, well, what key? And I said, how about G minor concert? It's the only key I can actually play in, but that's our little secret. And he said, what tempo? I said, how about medium swing? I go, you know what to do. Give me some stuff that I like to play with the saxophone section, a little solo. So I write me in the sax section. I'll play some high crap at the end. You know what to fix it up. So he, and this is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm doing this with him. So he takes some notes, and the next morning I get an email at about 9 o'clock in the morning from Tom Kubis, and I go, oh, he must have some questions about the chart or something. And there's a PDF and there's an MP3, and I open the PDF, and the chart's done. Full big band chart, completely orchestrated, all the parts copied, perfectly. And I was like, dang, man, how did he do that? And then when I hit the MP3, I expected to hear like a little keyboard demo. And I click on the MP3, and it's a full big band. And I'm going, well, how the hell did he do that, in the middle of the night? And what he did was, Tom is a very good saxophone player, and he's also a very good piano player, but he can play all the rhythm section instruments, good enough. So in his home studio, he did the drums, he did the bass, and he did the piano, and then he did all the saxophone parts. And then, oddly enough, he's taken up the trumpet, which is like a really weird double for saxophone. He's actually pretty good at it too, which kind of pisses me off because I've been spending my whole life doing this, and he's like very good. So he plays the second, third, and fourth trumpet parts, and then he can't play the high notes. So he uses a sample, uses the Wayne Bergeron 2000 or whatever he uses for the high notes, right? And then for the trombones, he doesn't play trombone. So for the bass trombone, he uses a sample. And then for the other three parts, he uses that marching French horn thing, the round, horrible sounding instrument. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the regular French horn, but that thing sounds like, I won't even use the word, right? The only instrument that sounds worse than that instrument is the bagpipes. And the bagpipes, you don't know this, but in Scotland, the bagpipes aren't even considered a real musical instrument. They keep them outside of bars, and they use them as breathalyzers. And if you blow into it and the sound doesn't make you want to take your own life, you haven't had enough to drink. So anyway, he could do this demo. I could hear the chart, and you can hear if there's any wrong notes or anything. And so it's really, really quite extraordinary. So keep in mind when you hear this, this was written he told me it took him 6 innings of an Angels baseball game to write this. So he's watching the game while he's writing. So this guy is a genius, and it's he likes to have these silly titles. I did not title this. This is called High Clouds and a Good Chance of Wayne tonight. Thank you so much. That was Carter at the piano. George on guitar. Great job, George. And his fantastic band. Great job, band. Nice trumpets. Good work, everybody. All right, we're going to slow things down a little bit, and we're going to do a standard tune that's been recorded by many musicians, written by Haven Gillespie and Fred Coots. And many trumpet players have recorded this. And this is another one of those very affordable Tom Kubis arrangements, as you will hear. And it's going to feature, it'll feature myself on the flugelhorn a little bit here, and Carlos on the tenor a little bit. And this is You Go to My Head. Thank you so much for that. That's Carlos on the tenor saxophone once again, playing that tasty solo. And the entire saxophone section on that solo with me there. It's a great job, everybody. We're going to do something that's fairly new for me. I recorded this with a good friend of mine, Drew Zarimba. He went to University of North Texas, and I met him when he was going to school there. Great saxophone player and great composer, and he teaches at the University of Northern Colorado now. And we've been working on some projects together, and he was kind enough to... I wanted something like really slow and kind of greasy and bluesy, and I didn't really have anything like that, so I mentioned this to him, and he came up with this great chart. But I'm going to use a piece of gear on this that you haven't seen me use yet tonight. There's certain pieces of equipment, like if you're a trombone player, you can buy a used trombone, you can go on Facebook Marketplace and find one, or use violin or use saxophone. But there's certain things in your arsenal that you need to buy new, and you need to know the origins of it, and that would be one of these. You don't want to be buying a used plunger mute, because you need to know where this has been. So this looks pretty fresh. You haven't used this in your restroom or anything, have you? I don't. Oh, you have. Okay. Oh my God. Yes, he has. Oh, that's horrible. So I'm going to use this piece of gear here. There's a great trumpet player. There was a trumpet player here from Houston, actually, who was my hero, and his name was Barry Lee Hall, and he passed away several years ago, and he was like a master of using the plunger mute. Man, I learned so much from sitting next to this player. So anyway, I'm going to give it my best shot here, and let's feature a few of the cats in the band, and this is called You Ain't Got the Blues. That's Udo. Udo on the tenor saxophone. Hey, Udo. Swinging, man. Davis on the guitar. Nice, man. So, many years ago, about 14 years ago now, I met this young man on the internet. That didn't sound right. No, I heard this young trumpet player on the internet, and he was playing along with my recordings. In his mother's washroom, he's killing it. This guy, and his name is Louis Dowdswell, and many of you have heard of him. So I emailed him, and I just said, man, dude, what planet are you from? He was like 15 years old at the time. He was just killing it, man. Just sounded absolutely amazing. And anyway, I went to London, and I did a concert, and he came with his parents. And then I played there again a couple of years later, and he was in the band that was backing me. So we've gotten to be very good friends. He's become a great producer, and he's kind of a rock star on the trumpet in London, and a fantastic player. And we've gotten to be very good friends. And because of modern technology, we could record a tune together. So he was kind enough to have this next thing written for us, and he videoed his band playing in London and did his part. Then he sent it to me. Then I videoed myself in my home studio, playing my part, and he put it all together, and it came out really nice. And it's gotten a bunch of views on the internet, and a really great chart. The guy that wrote this chart's a guy named Callum Ow, and he was 19 years old when he wrote this. So keep that in mind. Really fantastic arrangement. And Louis couldn't make it tonight. But we have the next best thing. We have Noe Marmolejo who's going to play. I couldn't believe Louis didn't want to fly over here just to play one tune. That's like, how rude of him. Oh my God, he's got such an ego now. Oh my God. No, great. He's a great person. Anyway, this is another Disney tune that is going to feature Noe and I, and a little bit of Lily on the alto saxophone as well. And I almost wore that same outfit tonight. That would have been so embarrassing. I'm so glad I didn't. Anyway, this is When You Wish Upon a Star. I've been playing. I'm beat to crap already. He comes up and doesn't have a chance to play a note. I feel like I've been in a boxing match and I've been losing every round. Oh, you're winning. Okay. My opponent doesn't seem to think so. Yes. All right. I'm going to go conduct. I've always wanted to do this. I'm going to conduct. Noe Marmolejo on the trumpet. Yeah, Noe, great job. Sound beautiful. Lily on the alto saxophone. And once again, this great band. Thank you guys and gals. I'm sure Noe wants to say something on the microphone, but before he does, before we do our last tune, I just want to say what an honor it is to be here once again. I was looking at my calendar. I think it was 2008 that was the last time I was here. So he was thinking it was 2020. I go, no, that was COVID. It was, I wasn't here for that. So it's been a long time. So it's really a pleasure to be back. Noe and I have remained friends since I came here that many years ago and keep in touch. Like I said, we text each other and talk trumpet and are kind of both trumpet geeks. And thank you for having me here once again. I really appreciate it. Appreciate the things. I would like to thank the Yamaha Corporation for these incredible instruments that I get to play. And hey, man, come on up. How you doing? The last thing we're going to do is something this is very near and dear to my heart. I had the honor and the privilege to spend a small part of my life in the mid-'80s with the greatest band leader of all time, Mr. Maynard Ferguson. And yeah, let's hear it for Maynard. He was it was such a loss when he passed away, man. This guy, I mean, when I was your age and I saw his band play in the 8th grade, man, and it was like so inspirational to me. I never forgot that moment or that night. I could tell you every tune they played and everything that happened to this day. So it left a big impact on me. So when I got to play in his band, you can imagine how thrilling that was for me. I was 26 years old, and it was really an important part of my career. And I wouldn't trade those couple of years that I spent with him for anything in my career. It's really, truly the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. My dear friend Gordon Goodwin, there was a big event that happened in Los Angeles many years ago. It was 2004, actually. It was called Stratospheric. And it was, the whole weekend was Maynard stuff. It was like Friday through Sunday. And there was panel discussions with like old players that played on the band way back when. And they had different bands. They had a 60s band, a 70s band, 80s band. And I had my own big band there that played, actually. And so it was, anyway, really fun event. And then the last day, Sunday night, Maynard's band was coming into town, and they were going to play the final concert. So I had this idea. I talked to Gordon Goodwin. I go, hey, man, would you write something so maybe for my band, when Maynard's there, he'll probably come see the set, and he can come sit in with me. Just make it easy to read. Don't make it too complicated. And he goes, oh, yeah. So he wrote this next tune. Unfortunately, that was Saturday night, and Maynard didn't get there till Sunday. So I had this chart that I just kind of sat on for about 3 more years after that, and I had the idea of calling Maynard Ferguson on the road, and I called him up, and they were in the middle of nowhere on the bus somewhere, and I talked to his road manager, would he be interested in recording this tune with me? And he said, yeah, no problem. So I had to figure out when he was going to be in Los Angeles. I recorded my band the night before, so we could just go overdub. He could just come in. We met at a studio in Southern California and knock us out. Unfortunately, he passed away just a month later after this. So it was very sad, a sad time, but I'm glad I got him documented on this. This is called, it's called Maynard and Waynard. And my buddy Demetrius here is going to play the part of Maynard. No pressure.
So is he looking up at you?
Yeah. And I'll play the part of Waynard. So I do want to say that every time I play this, I dedicate this to Maynard Ferguson. So I hope he's looking up at me with approval right now. Hey, Noe, do you have anything you want to say before we play this?
Thank you. First of all, after the concert, we're gonna, Wayne Bergeron will be coming out front, so he's got CDs to sell. You want to do some autographs, he'll be there to do that, so don't take off real quick. And again, thank you to the band. Thank you for the work that they did today at the Jazz Festival and the day before. It's a long, long days, and I appreciate their doing what they were supposed to do. And finally, thank you to Christy at the house, Oliver in the back. And finally, to obviously Mr. Wayne Bergeron. Give him a big hand, please.
This is Maynard and Waynard. Thank you guys for being a great audience. I look forward to meeting you after the gig. Give me a couple of minutes to put my horns away, and I'll see you out there. That's Demetrius on the trumpet. Moore's School of Music Big Band. Noe Marmolejo. Thank you guys very, very much. Love you guys too.